time in quarantine, I definitely want to keep challenging myself to learn new things. And lately I've been seeing some really epic cinematic B-roll sequences and I really like them, but at the same time I actually feel quite intimidated because I feel like I couldn't film or do the same kind of cinematic sequence myself. But I don't want to let failure stop me from trying new things and learning, and really learning is all about trying stuff and failing and learning from your mistakes. So I thought that this weekend I would actually grab some gear. I'm gonna grab the 120D and my 1DX Mark III, bring it home so that on the weekend I could do an epic cinematic sequence of me baking some cookies. Before I go home, should I call some friends just to get some tips and tricks about how to film a cinematic B-roll sequence? I feel like I could learn a lot from just learning from the pros. Maybe I should call some of the kings of B-roll. That sounds like a good idea. I think I'd call my good friend Peter Lindgren.
Hi.
Hello, my friend.
Hi. How's it going?
How's it going in Sweden?
It's going fine. It's great weather, and I'm sitting inside in the studio. So.
Isn't that what you should not be doing on a nice day in Scandinavia? If it's nice weather, that's when you skip the work day and you go outside.
Totally, but being a YouTuber and all.
You gotta work hard. It's not just hanging out and having an epic time all the time.
No, it isn't, but it's fun. I mean, probably gonna enjoy the summer if it's good.
That's true. Okay, the reason why I'm calling you is I'm gonna challenge myself to do an epic B-roll sequence. In the midst of this quarantine and Corona stuff, I wanna challenge myself to grow a little bit and try new things, but I thought, I gotta call the kings of B-roll first and get some tips and tricks because I don't wanna make some new mistakes and then afterwards pay the price for it. So I thought, since we got FaceTime, I'm gonna jump on a call with you and you can get some tips and tricks for what we can do.
All right. What should we dive into it directly?
Directly, you just go right at it. All I want to know is some tips and tricks for things I should think of when I'm filming and also when I'm editing one of these epic B-roll sequences that you've done.
All right, I'm gonna give you 3 tips. All right. The first one is to make sure that you hold the camera like a steering wheel, because then you get the most steady shots when you're shooting the B-rolls. Hold it like that, exactly.
Okay.
And then try to put your thumb on top, so that you get because when you do like that, move forward, then you can move more smoothly, because if you hold like that, it's gonna tilt on the axis,
That's good.
Key thing works amazingly good, and definitely something that I've used when I was shooting my B-roll sequences. Second thing, gotta think here. What was it that I wrote?
You just have too many good tips to give, that's all. That's the problem.
Yeah, okay, let me think. Oh yeah, second thing. Make sure to set the focus point for the actual thing that you want to show off. So say, for example, that you have a hand moving forward, then you want to set the focus point at the distance that you're moving, right? Because that is going to give you this dynamic feeling that you have in the poker B-roll where it's grabbing the glass bottle, because then you move the focus point all the way as he's moving.
Yeah. Oh, these are good. This is going to help me.
Third thing is definitely when it comes to editing, and try to think about the transitions and the speed ramps, because when you do a whip hand transition, you want to make sure that you go out in the same way. So if you're whipping out to the right, you want to whip in from the left, or play a clip in reverse where you're whipping out to the right, because then it's going to be the same.
Yeah.
360 degrees.
Interesting. How much in advance do you plan out the B-roll sequences? Do you have every shot, or is it more
internet?
How much in advance do you plan your B-roll sequences? Do you actually think of every single shot? Okay, this one's gonna go left to right, then this one's gonna go from there, or do you just kind of start with one shot and then just like a puzzle, just start from there and one piece at a time?
I think that usually what I do is that I try to like visualize the beginning and the end of the whole sequence that I want to have. And then I have some stuff written down like on a shot list, and then usually I go from there and see what things might look interesting on camera, and if the things that I wrote is not looking interesting, then I try to find something that will make the sequence more alive or more like cool to look at. So say for example that you're like I don't know, maybe throwing something, that is also always cool. That is a great way to like your B-rolls.
Dude, I'm envious of the B-roll sequences you've done. I think I have to watch every single one of your videos before I do this just to get some tips and tricks.
Dude, you're gonna nail this, I'm sure.
Let's see. Maybe one day we'll do a competition B-roll battle, Finland versus Sweden.
Oh yeah, this summer.
This summer. We gotta get like some hockey player in the next winter. Hockey player, and then we'll do that.
Is good, right?
Yeah, very good. All right, thank you, Peter. I appreciate your time. Hopefully you're doing well in Sweden. And hopefully these borders open up soon so we can see each other. That'd be nice.
Oh, that'd be dope. Yeah. But until then, have a good one, my man. And take care, and good luck with the B-roll.
Thank you, my friend.
See ya.
See you. Man, Peter's such a great guy. Every time I call him, he's always willing to help with everything and anything I need. If you haven't checked out Peter Lindgren's channel yet, I'll make sure to link it in the description. Alright guys, that's a wrap. Finally got done filming the whole cinematic B-roll sequence. At first when I started, I was so nervous. I think I had just built up all this pressure on myself to succeed, and I was just so afraid of failure. But once it started, that was probably the hardest part, just to start. And then once I got a few shots in, I started warming up and getting the flow, and it was actually a really fun and rewarding process. So without further ado, enjoy the epic B-roll sequence of baking cookies. Alright guys, what did you guys think? How did you enjoy the epic B-roll sequence? I'd love to hear your comments below, thoughts about the video, things that you think could have been better. I'm all for your guys' tips, constructive feedback, because I want to personally grow myself as a filmmaker as well. Now, in my opinion, this process was so fun, and in the midst of all this quarantine, I think it's really important that we have fun, that we're challenging ourselves, and we're growing as filmmakers. So I've actually partnered up with Epic Sound to hold a competition with you guys. It's gonna be the Epic B-roll sequence competition. You have basically 2 weeks time to create an epic B-roll sequence, and it can be of anything. It doesn't have to be food like what I did, but if you do love cooking or baking, go for it. But basically, film an epic B-roll sequence of anything that you want. And in 2 weeks' time, I will judge who are the top 3 winners of the contest. And yes, there are prizes. The first place winner is gonna get a 1-year subscription to a personal or commercial subscription to Epidemic Sound. And as well, I'm gonna throw in my very own CineLab pack, and as well, my Lightroom presets and mobile presets. So pretty much you're gonna be getting everything that I have in my store. And for second and third place winners, you will as well get 6-month subscription to Epidemic Sound, which is huge. Now, to be eligible to be part of this contest, all you gotta do is sign up with Epidemic Sound and use one of their songs. And as well, I would highly suggest using their sound effects to make your epic B-roll sequences come alive. And now, if you don't have yet Epidemic Sound, don't worry, it's not gonna cost you a thing. All you gotta do is click the free trial link, and you can use that for 1 month without paying a dime. Once you've made your epic cinematic B-roll sequence, all you gotta do is send the video through WeTransfer to my email right here. I'll download those and check them out. And in 2 weeks' time, I will decide who is the winner of the contest. Guys, I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with. Have a lot of fun with this. Don't take this too seriously. It's really important that right now, during all this Corona stuff, that we're having fun, we're learning, we're growing as filmmakers, just like what I did today. We had a whole lot of fun. We even cracked some eggs on the ground and probably ruined our carpet, but hey, that's okay. We had a good time and had a lot of fun, and I learned all at the same time. All right, guys, may the best man or woman win.